It is 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So it must be time for Hardison Tip live on Wednesday. We do this every Wednesday. I have my class go to lunch, and we try to feed you with different knowledge from different people from all parts of the country. Today's guest, you're going to love this. These gentlemen are outrageous, and they find a way to turn coffee into it. So, since we only have a few minutes, I want to give them as much time to be as wacky, crazy, informational as they can. So we have with us Fred and Lou, the Car Guy Coffees. How you doing, gentlemen?
We are
What's
wonderful.
going on?
It is a pleasure to be here, Brandon. We are excited to be here. We're excited to share some news with you. We're excited to, just see what we can create with you. It'd be fun.
Okay, how about you, Lou? Look like you're out on the lot.
Yes, I am. I'm excited. Just got done with a great meeting with the guys, and just excited to get out here, help some people out, and try to make the world a better place with all of our smiles and all of our fun and all of our joy.
Yes.
Trying to just fill out our joy everywhere we can. I'm excited about it. We are brewing solutions.
Yes.
And all you got to do
I
is
like
get
that.
you some.
I like that. So if we look at this brewing solutions, if you can reach back, you got that new hire that's never been in the automotive business before. What's one thing? What's one thing you think that they need to be comfortable and consistent so the customer can see confidence with them each and every time? Any special tricks of the trade that you folks do with your people?
Woo. I want to jump in on this. I'm going to jump in.
You
on
do
this.
that, Lou. That's all. That's Lou. This is Lou's department all day long. Let's go, Lou.
Okay.
So one, eliminate the thought of you being comfortable right now. Right now, eliminate the thought of you being comfortable, because inside of this business where there is no limit to the success that you can have, you have to be in a constant state of growth, a constant state of stretching, a constant state of elevating where it is that you can go and what you can achieve, right? So once you've reached one level and you find out, wow, there's another level. There's another guy that outsold me in a different city. If that's possible for them, it's possible for me. So eliminate the thought of comfort, because that's something you have to do for your customer. We as people, we as professionals, we will fight tooth and nail so many times as a people for comfort, right? And so many people will say the most comfortable we ever are is right before we're dead, huh? And
okay,
I don't want to be to a place where I don't feel. I don't want to be to a place where I don't feel myself excelling or growing. And a customer is going to fight their best to be as comfortable as they can as possible. And sometimes, if they're really listening to your advice, some of the things that have them where they are has them dissatisfied because they've been fighting for comfort, where if they stretch a little bit, they'll actually be happy with what they buy. And if you as a professional would stretch a little bit, you'll actually be happy and fulfilled with your results. But so many times we start to see some great results in our business, and we're still not fulfilled because we know that we didn't maximize ourselves. We did not. We did not actually give everything it is that we have, and so we still feel empty. We're still searching for something else when we actually never looked within to find out how much is really in there. You know what I mean? And it's exciting to know that if we want to make sure that we eliminate the thought of being comfortable, we're going to find ourselves being able to do the harder things easier, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
It makes all sense.
That makes complete sense.
And like Lou's saying, and I agree, you have to embrace the uncomfortable. And that's something that Lou and I, we definitely, as a team, we've learned to do that. Everything that's uncomfortable, we tend to reach for, because we know that the uncomfortable is going to help us feel like we're constantly growing. And that's our whole mantra, is to keep growing, and we want to do that. We want to do that not just for us personally, but we want to share that and give people and new team members on our team the feeling of, hey, there's a lot of growth that I can do here, not just professionally, because it takes more than professional to be good at this job. You have to be good personally too. You have to work on yourself. When you can find the courage in yourself, and that's what we want to train our guys onto. We want to make sure that they're getting taught how to be understand life and be a better person, if that makes sense.
No,
Because if
it
you could do
makes
that,
great sense.
yeah, it
Now,
all
Fred,
translates to selling.
But
I see where you're sitting, Fred. I see some headphones. So are you in some type of internet BDC right now, or is that your office?
This is my office. I actually do the financing. I'm the
Okay.
finance manager here, but I also do a lot of these. We do sales training, motivation. I do daily one-on-ones with my guys. I do daily
Ooh,
videos with them. I'm, I'm,
ooh,
I believe that everybody on the team needs to be able to help. And, if I sit back in an office and do nothing all day long except for spin paperwork, then what am I really doing? So I have a lot more to offer. For one, that's not what I'm best at. I'm really good at it. Don't get me wrong. But what I'm
yeah,
best at is talking to people, encouraging people, helping people grow, because that's what helps me grow. Because it's
gotcha.
just like anything else. You plateau out if you're not growing anymore. You're not reaching out. So I try to do a little bit of everything, but
Well, you said two
it's a
things
team
in there.
effort here. We have, my sales manager, my general manager, everybody's with the team.
Okay. But you said two things in there, Fred, that I'd like to drill down on because there may be some salespeople out there that want to look at a career as being a manager, a leader, a
Mm-hmm.
coach, helping other people. I heard you said daily one-on-ones.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Why is that important, especially with somebody that's new?
Wow. It's important because, sometimes if you don't have a daily one-on-one, you just kind of get put in a corner almost, so you may go days of without feeling like you're doing anything. You start to lose the traction. You start to feel like, I don't think I could do this. It's overwhelming. But when someone can sit with you every day, and it doesn't always have to be about, hey, how's sales going? It's about, hey, how's life? How's home life? I just try to talk to them. I try to let them know that I'm here for you. If you need some help, I'm not somebody you can't talk to. I'm somebody you can talk to. I'm somebody that can encourage you. I have plenty of experience. Matter of fact, I might be able to learn something from you from this conversation. So let's have a conversation. So, and that's what it's all about with your team.
I like it. And
and
Lou, out on the lot there, Fred said something about daily videos. So explain that to us.
what? I didn't hear anything you just
He
said. It
I
just
didn't hear
broke up
me?
pretty heavy.
Oh, okay.
No.
There was something that Fred said that besides the one-on-ones with the new hires, there are daily videos. I'll put it this way. I watch on Saturdays exclusively around the country to see what salespeople are doing. And from Atlanta, Georgia, where I'm at, I don't see that many people doing that much at all. They may take a picture at a delivery. Wow. But man, getting them to do maybe a walk around, getting them to talk about a special on a video. Ooh, I love it when I hear daily videos. How do
Mhm.
you folks get your people to do that on a daily basis?
Well, it's a big key is trying to make sure that you keep it in front of them and that you keep building up their confidence. I guess to continue the shaping of it, a customer or not a customer, a salesperson or professional, um, in order to find that place where they're effective, they have to get uncomfortable. And the key is we're always challenging them not to stay comfortable, not to stay still, not to grow stagnant, not to grow mold, if you will, right? And so that's the biggest thing for any time with video. That's why you probably see what you're seeing is that there's so many people that are just uncomfortable putting the camera in front of them. I right here, you see this guy, this hand right here?
Yeah.
I'm one of the biggest ones. I like producing from behind the camera rather than being the person that puts the camera in my face. So but I do know that, and especially as I get encouraged to from battle buddies like my brother Fred, it's that you have something of value to share it, and it doesn't matter where it is, that it necessarily goes from there. It's not really that it's about me. It's more for who it is that's receiving it, and getting them to the place to where they feel comfortable getting uncomfortable is why we do see less of that inside of our market. Like if you're looking for it on Saturdays, right? They're just uncomfortable with putting themselves out there. But having a culture where you're constantly creating that stretch inside of them, that hey, okay, we're here, but you can do a little bit better. There's so many things that we use for accountability in our own life, but here in our business to make sure we're checking up on them. Hey, did you post that video? Hey, did you actually reach back out with that testimonial? Did you actually send a video of the car that you're talking about, right? So many different things that we use for accountability. But a big key part of all that, just like your first question, would be to say to that new person coming in is, hey, you're going to need to listen to people that are going to make you uncomfortable with where it is that you are in order to go where it is that you're supposed to go. So let me show you how to do this, right? In a lot of cases, we initially started training our guys and showing them how to do it from the perspective of the dealership reaching out into social media land, right? And then we cloned that into it being them. But when us as managers jumped in there and really said, you know what, we'll go ahead and put ourselves out there too. We're not going to get the up. It's not going to be us that really works the car deal, except on the back end. But we're going to show you what it's like. We're going to build our brand. We're going to show you how this is going to work. And if you want to see the results that we're having inside of your business, well, jump on, just do what we just did, right? So leading by example turned a big key also that helped the culture start to shift to where they're doing that.
Okay, thank you for that. And I'll go back to Fred now. All of us around the nation naturally are dealing with this COVID situation.
Oh, yeah.
But many dealerships, to me, are using that as an excuse. That's just me.
Yes.
So if we just took COVID and put it out in the parking lot, where do you think the best opportunity in this digital age for a salesperson to still drive business?
Wow.
And here's where I was going, and I was trying to get Fred to go that way. That's why I said I thought he was into BDC. Do you have an active BDC? Because I've ran into some dealer principals and general managers that said BDCs don't work. I'm not paying that money for that. What's your feeling in this time of COVID?
I think that BDCs are great. But I will tell you, my store, my auto group, we do not have a BDC.
Okay.
It's the owner does not believe in it, but here's what we do, and here's how we counter that. And then I'll go into what I think of, because I think BDCs are wonderful. But we train our guys to be BDC people. Because we're no longer, I don't think that you need to hire salespeople anymore. I think you need to hire human beings that care about people, human beings who are willing to put work in, human beings that are looking at something bigger than just the next sale, right? So we train our guys every single day how to brew solutions. So we sit down and we have them, we teach them how to use phone scripts to the T. We record, we grade them on it. We do it on a daily basis. We focus on that. We focus more on phone skills probably than lot skills. Lot skills come natural because I believe cars sell themselves. You have to sell yourself. So when you are honest to people,
and the process processes them properly when they get here.
Yeah, it is. The process is key, and we have a beautiful process for that. And that's something that we've developed over the years, and we've really, I think, keyed into it really well. Do I think BDCs work? 100%. I think that there's some places you have to have BDCs. But here we have 10 guys at each location, so that's 20 total guys. They're facilitating over 1,000 leads a day. They're going through and making phone calls. They kill it. They do a great job. I'm very proud of my team. I think that sometimes they take dips. Everybody has dips, and then you have to go in there and just re-encourage them, and just let them know, because phone calls are tough. You go through a lot. Any BDC knows, anybody who knows, if you have massive leads, that you have to go through a lot of dials before you can make that appointment. But these guys, they're encouraged. They understand the numbers. They understand we do everything by numbers.
Excellent.
But yes, Brandon, I agree. I think that if you need a BDC, I think that it's silly to say that they don't work, because they do. Because that's basically what I have here.
They work if you work them right.
That's what we have here, but our sales team is also the BDC. So it's kind of like we're teaching them two skills at one time.
Outstanding. And Lou hit on it again. Just a couple more questions, because we're about 5 minutes remaining. Digital. That word is used a lot in our industry. Digital.
Yep.
You probably have in your market some dealerships that do not have a good digital presence. If there, once again, are some so-called middle managers or dealer principals listening, what are they missing out? Is there one thing that maybe, Lou, you can say, I don't, why should I pay that vendor for that digital? I don't need that.
Say,
what
well,
would you say to that?
so then your name is not in the hat for options in the digital market, Mr. Owner.
Ah,
You have to create a digital presence, no different
Yes.
uh,
Yes.
than our salespeople individually have to, but the dealership must. Otherwise, you're not going to be present in the marketplace. The market has shifted digitally, right? That's where the information is, and the customer, no matter what the situation, I do believe that COVID heightened the need for a customer to seek a solution without meeting a person
Yes.
physically. But that didn't get rid of the fact that before COVID, people were understanding you're going to need to connect people to this, and they're not going to want to meet you. People didn't like salespeople before COVID. You know what I mean? They didn't like that
you
beforehand.
got it.
You know what I mean? And so
Yeah.
because they didn't like salespeople beforehand, they were trying to always find a way to get around them. They WebMD'd themselves into a car deal. You know what I mean? And
Very
so
good.
because of that culture, this only kicked it up a notch. And so because of that, you still have to take care of employees. You still want to take care of people, and you're still ultimately making the trade of dollars for the commodity, the dollars for the car, right? That fundamental function is still happening, but there is a new way to do it, and it's click of a
You
button,
got it. You
click
got
of
it.
a button.
Anything
But
that you can
somebody on
add
that
to
other
that?
side.
I totally agree. Digital, it's something that if you're not part of, you're going to eventually start to fade away. It's okay. There's a lot of business out there in a multitude of ways. We all see what Carvana is doing. We all see what they're doing. They have their own market share. But, one thing, if you're a dealer now, it's why not get a part of that market? Why not have those deliveries at home? Why not offer that? It may take a little bit more, back end side for you to have to get stuff done at the dealership, but you end up gaining a lot more clients. You end up gaining a lot more reputation. Your people are going to love what you're doing. They're going to see that you're more than just a guy who's just trying to sell people here. Just give me my car deals. You're trying to service people, and you're trying to help the human people out there. Just, hey, I want to serve you. I know that things are bad out there. Let me help you get what you need without it being difficult for you. Very
Ec-
easy.
Excellent. Now you hit it. You hit it on the head. So here's where I'm going because uh, for about the past 20 years, I've been trying to get dealer principals, general managers, sales managers, even sales consultants to understand that your brick and mortar is part of that community. They don't have to come in. Why don't we go to them? Their house, their workplace, where they go to golf. They're still going to purchase a car. Well, what's your feeling about that? Or do you want to have all your people around so you can micromanage
Whew, that's a funny question. I mean, really looking at it, everything that is being said still is going to go back to that place of comfort. You know, you're talking to your dealer principals, and they don't want to adjust where they're comfortable doing business. The problem is the faucet's running dry, the well's running dry, and so in any case scenario, when you're trying to access a well, you have to pour something into it. You might have to pour a little water before you draw something out of it, and it might have to be coming from a different well. If you notice
right?
that this one isn't pulling up the same buckets it used to, so the comfortability has to adjust on
I
all
like that.
ends, and everybody
I like
together,
that.
everybody together.
Yeah. No, you got it. You got it. Now, since we've been talking, I've noticed 3 times somewhere around your brand, you always referred back to it. I heard brew. So tell me, is this something that you do all the time, every day with your people? Coffee, 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 coffee.
Yes.
It's a mentality.
I
Yes.
do it with my family at home. I do it with my friends. People say that you got to have an alter ego in a sense. I think that sometimes it is a character. I'm the subprime hero, but really when you break it down, I love it. I love helping. I love having energy. I've always been this guy. Lou will tell you a story, and the story is he came in the showroom one day and he was all pumped up, dancing, all this stuff, and they're like, "Dude, what are you on?" He goes, "I'm on Car Guy Coffee," and that's where it all started, right there.
Okay, I like it. I like it. Now, speaking of that, before we wind it down, don't have to if you don't have anything, but I always give an opportunity for people to, if you have a workshop coming up, or if you got something special going on, or maybe you want to tell the audience, or even how to contact you. Fred, you want to say anything about that?
You know, there's a lot of great stuff happening right now. I'm sure you've seen our podcast, folks. We're already 9 to almost 10. Shoot, hold on a second. 8 months in now. We are almost 8 months in. It's been going by so long. It's been amazing. It's been a lot of great guests. Come check that out. But most important, we're getting ready to release our first brew of coffee, real coffee for you to have and drink and get encouraged and gain that confidence that you need, right? So that's
Really?
what we're trying to do. That's what it's all about. It's coming out. It's coming really soon. We also getting ready to have 2 new hosts, folks. We're bringing out the. We're going. He did, and Lou, that's why Lou's been dancing and walking around the whole thing. But we have 2 ladies that are going to be joining us: Michelle Streets and Melissa Hanna. They're the Sisters of Savings. They're coming in to be our second half of our team, and we're going to be starting the Car Gal Coffee part of our whole series for all the ladies to be able to get together and be able to raise up and do some stuff, because there's some amazing women out there doing some amazing stuff in the car world, and we need to talk about it more.
I agree. How about you, Lou? Anything that you wanted to add to that Fred didn't mention?
Absolutely. Yes, the pre-orders for the caffeinated consistency Car Guy Coffee Brew is going to be available in the next week or so. But right behind that is also going to be our digital course, the actual consistent method, what it is that we'll be teaching many dealers and salespeople alike out there.
Spilling some beans.
To build their presence and maximize it. Yes, I am spilling some beans. I got 2 cups of Car Guy coffee in me, and I'm excited about it. But consistency is key. If you watch what it is that we try to continue to project and the people that we try to brew with, these are some incredibly consistent people. Fred stays consistent. Like you heard him just say, he's only been here for 8 months in the digital world, but he's built such a presence, and we've worked together as a team to come in and now be on the show with Brandon, who you never heard of us before, because we've only were doing what we were doing in our local area, and here we are brewing solutions with you because we've applied the consistent method to our business, and it can work for anybody. We're not geniuses. I promise you, in most rooms I am the least educated, but man, am I passionate, and man, am I brewing solutions with some Car Guy coffee. Get yourself.
Excellent.
Darn right.
So
darn right.
How often is it daily that you're on? How can people find you?
Go to carguycoffee.com, and you can listen to all of our episodes there. You can click the link, watch our YouTube. Just go to carguycoffee.com. You'll be connected to whichever part you want to go to. You want to go to the swag shop, buy you an Inspiration shirt or a hat. You can get you some there. Or you can just look Car Guy Coffee on any social media platform,
anywhere.
Any podcast platform. We'll be
everywhere.
Right there helping you brew solutions.
Okay. Anything last minute, Fred, that you want to
I just want to say thank you all for watching. Brandon, thank you for hosting this. Thanks for the interview. We do appreciate your time. I know that you're a busy man too.
Richie!
I got to get back to work. I'm ready to rock and roll. I got my guys out here knocking at my door and looking at me, so I know they're ready for some stuff going on. We're having a great day. I hope you have a great day. Everyone out there, don't forget, forgive, focus, fly, so you can keep growing. Keep growing. We love you guys. Everyone, enjoy your life. Let's go. Keep growing.
All right. Love it. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Fred Subprime Hero and the Car Guy Lou. Need to check them out any chance you can. Once again, Brandon Hardison with the Hardison Tips. I got to get back to my class also. As always, in parting, you go out and make it a champion.